Good morning. Once again I welcome you to this video lecture. Friends, in our general paper 2, we have discussed suprasegmental elements of the language. We talked about intonation pattern, we talked about tone group. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss uses of falling tone. So in this video lecture we have to understand the concept called falling tone. Then after that we are going to discuss different uses of falling tone. So falling tone is marked by this symbol. So falling tone is marked by this symbol. Remember, this symbol is placed before the syllable where the pitch begins. So the pitch where begins in the sentence or the word, which is marked by this symbol. So in falling tone you have to, in order to make or to give the mark, remember this sort of mark should be there before the stressed syllable where the pitch begins. So many times we have come across the word pitch. So pitch refers to the vibration at vocal cords. So there can be variation at vocal cords due to the air that we push out through our trachea or windpipe. So falling tone is to be represented, is used in different situations and different circumstances. There are certain situations or circumstances where the speaker uses the falling tone or his tone changes. So first of all we have to clarify the concept called falling tone. Then we are going to talk about the different situations, circumstances where the speaker uses falling tone. So here the change in pitch begins, in front of that syllables we have to place the mark of falling tone. The situations or circumstances are, with first situation is ordinary statement. The falling tone is used while making ordinary statements. Person changes his pitch at the time of uttering, at the time of articulating, at the time of speaking or presenting a sentences in oral form. The pitch is changed, and this change in pitch occurs in ordinary statements. So statements like or sentences like, we are late for office. Now look at the sentence. It is an ordinary statement. We are late for the office. So it is an ordinary statement. So it will take a falling tone. The pitch changes in front here at this syllable, that is off. So it will be marked as this. We are late for the office. We are late for the office. Here you can see the pitch is changed in front of the syllable off. So as I told earlier, this is the mark which represents or which indicates the tone change, the pitch is changed, and it is the mark which stands for falling tone. Then the sentence like this: the child is hungry. So it is an ordinary statement. The child is hungry. Here the statement will take falling tone, being ordinary statement. The child is hungry. Here the change in pitch you can see here in the first syllable, that is hung. The pitch is changed and it is indicated by the mark of falling tone. The next sentence you can see a sentence like this: I live in an apartment. I live in an apartment. So it is also an ordinary statement, and the syllable changes. The pitch changes at the second syllable, that is part. A part. It has a 3 syllable, a, part and meant. So change in syllable takes place at the second syllable of the word apartment, and it is being ordinary statement, so it will be presented by the mark of falling tone, that is, it is I live in an apartment. So pitch changes here on the second syllable part. I live in an apartment. So pitch changes on this syllable. Being an ordinary statement, it will have this mark. Then the sentence like this, it is 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock. This is an ordinary statement. It is 6 o'clock. So we can use here falling tone, and it can be indicated by the mark, because the pitch in the first syllable, there is clock takes place, so it will be indicated by the tone. Then the next sentence, the sea is rough today. The sea is rough today. So it is the change in pitch takes place at the second syllable of the word day, to day. So here it will be indicated by this mark. The sea is very rough today. So here it will be indicated by this mark. So first circumstance or the first uses of falling tone is in ordinary statement. Now we are going to discuss the second one. Second one is commands or orders or imperative. So falling tone takes place in utterances which indicate command or orders. So stressed syllable where the change in pitch begins will take a mark of falling tone. Now look at the sentence like this. Open the door. Open the door. The pitch changes here on the door. So it will be uttered as open the door. The falling tone is indicated by this mark. Open the door. The next sentence, stop the car. Sentence like this, stop the car. Stop the car. The change is here. Falling tone will be here because it is command, it is ordered. Stop the car or get out. Get out. Then give her money. Give her money. So it is an order, it is not an ordinary statement. So it is in the form of order, so it will take here the falling tone. Give her money. Then the third circumstance is WH questions. So remember, WH question stands for the questions that is asked by using or starting with either what, when, where, which, whose, whom, or it can be how. So we can ask the questions by like this: what, which, where, when, who, whose, or how. When the question starts with such words, they are to be considered as, they are to be called as WH questions. So one more important point here is that WH questions can be used both in rising tone and falling tone also, but there is a difference of meaning. In falling tone, when the question is asked using WH word, it indicates a casual or neutral statement. So it means there will be just casual asking. When WH question is used in a rising tone, it means the speaker has some warmth, speaker has some concern, speaker has some friendly relationship with the listener. So difference between the use of WH questions in rising tone and falling tone is very important. When WH questions are used by using a falling tone, it will indicate just a casual inquiry, just casual question. It will be sort of neutral. It will be it is like a neutral asking. And when it is asked in rising tone, it will indicate that the speaker has real concern for the listener. He has some friendly relationship with the listener, or it indicates the warmth. So both type of questions can occur, that is WH questions in rising tone and falling tone, but there is difference between the meaning. So connotation is different. In falling tone, it will be casual remark, and when it is used in rising tone, it will show the warmth and friendliness. So we can ask questions like this. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? So pitch changes here. We have indicated it by the mark of falling tone, and it will be a casual remark. It will be just neutral inquiry about the person. Here it does not indicate any warmth, it does not indicate any friendliness. When it is asked in a rising tone, it will indicate warmth or friendliness. So what is your name? We can also ask, why do you live? Why do you live? Why do you live? Then the question like, who is your? Who is your teacher? We can ask a question like, who is your teacher? Then questions like, what do you want to be in life? What is your ambition? So there will be change. There will be change in a pitch at the end of the utterances like this. What is your ambition? What is your ambition? So change in pitch indicates whether the sentence is neutral, casual, or it indicates warmth or friendliness. If the same utterances is uttered by using the rising tone, it will show friendliness, it will show warmth. Otherwise, when it has a falling tone, it will indicate just casual asking. Then after WH question, the falling tone is also used in question tags. Like WH question, falling tone and rising tone both can be used in situations of question tag, but there is a difference between the utterances of falling tone and rising tone. While asking or seeking agreement, the speaker generally use falling tone. The speakers use falling tone when he has to just seek an agreement. Remember, When the question tag is used by using a falling tone, the intention of the speaker is just to seek an agreement. Remember, question tag, when it is used in falling tone, its objective is to seek agreement. Here he just wanted to know that whether the speaker is with him or not, whether the speaker is agree to him or not. Then we can see the example like, you are my friend. You are my friend, aren't you? So here the speaker just wanted to learn, to know whether the listener is his friend or not. It means the agreement is there. He wanted to know whether the speaker is his friend or not. Then when the question tag is used by rising tone, it will have different sense. It will be used to understand or to seek confirmation. So difference between the question tag, remember, when it is used in falling tone, its intention is to seek agreement, and when it is used in rising tone, its intention will be the confirmation. Remember, two words we have to keep in mind, agreement and confirmation. For agreement we have to use falling tone, and for confirmation we have to use rising tone. The same is with WH questions. To just show the neutral or casuality, we have to use falling tone, and to show the friendliness and warmth, we have to use rising tone. So falling tone is used in different situations like ordinary statement, then command, then WH questions and tags. These are the certain situations where change in pitch takes place and the sentence starts with, sentence where the change begins, or the syllable change is stress, where the stress of the syllabus is changed, we give falling tone.